bright colours of autumn, it has been a rather gloomy week for many parts of the UK. There's a real change in the weather on the way. I'll have the full national forecast later on in the programme. We settled this week weather-wise, but a huge change is expected as we head into the weekend. I'll have more in the national forecast next. There's a change on the way weather-wise, but today it's been another rather cloudy, gloomy day. It's doing its best to look twinkly here in Leeds this evening, but sunshine amounts, well, we've been struggling for this month actually. If we take a look at these details, rain through tomorrow night into Sunday, more on that in a moment, but we certainly have a change in the weather over the next few days or so. Next week some brightness to look forward to, but with heavy rain moving in for tomorrow night, it's prompted the Met Office to release a weather warning. It's a year for the next few days or so, it is going to be very much more unsettled. High pressure has been blocking fronts from moving in from the Atlantic over the last week or so, but there's a real sea change and we will see low pressure back in the driving seat from the end of tomorrow into Sunday and into next week. It does mean more in the way of sunshine next week, but also the caveat is that there's going to be some really heavy blustery showers and some strong winds at times. Here's the forecast. It is going to become increasingly breezy for many of us. It's a beautiful still evening here in Leeds tonight, but by tomorrow night some rather breezy conditions for much of the UK and then rain moving in from the west into the early hours of Sunday, moving eastwards to end the weekend. Next week, as I mentioned before, low pressure back in charge, so it's unsettled and showery and quite blustery at times. If we take a look at the details then, we can see the high pressure, which is still currently across the UK, being nudged out the way at last from low pressure moving back in from the Atlantic from tomorrow night into Sunday and beyond. And next week a few watch points ahead with some spells of heavy rain to come, the first of which will certainly be through tomorrow night in the early hours of Sunday morning. So the details for this evening and overnight, and for most places it's a very quiet night to come quite widely across the UK. A few mist and fog patches are possible here and there. Dry conditions, one or two breaks in the cloud, and we avoid a frost with very light winds to start the day on Saturday. A dry start to tomorrow, some brightness, the better sunshine probably for eastern parts of the UK through the day tomorrow. We'll see the cloud encroaching from the west during the afternoon, bit of a breeze picking up, becoming quite gusty for Irish sea coasts and Northern Ireland by tomorrow night as that rain begins to move in, and some of it will be very heavy as we go into the early hours of Sunday. Gradually that rain will be pushing eastwards through Sunday itself. A mild day to come tomorrow, but by Sunday it's starting to feel fresher and cooler, with some spells of heavy rain moving eastwards, brightening up from the west later. Probably not the best news if you're hoping to get out and about over the course of Sunday, but tomorrow will be the better day of the weekend. Some sunshine to look forward to before that wind picks up and the rain moves in.
All right, Jo in Leeds, thank you.